And Bakken Bears will kick off the action in the 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League here in Tenerife. There's a few socially distant fans allowed into the facility this evening, and it's unprecedented times, and it's almost reassuring to be here in Tenerife, one of the spiritual homes of this competition. Here is the Group A schedule with Tenerife and Bakken kicking off the action tonight, and tomorrow Sazali will host Galatasaray in the second game in this group. And what a tough group it is. The top 2 from each group of 4 will progress to the round of 16. There's 130 games over the next 8 months, 14 groups at the start of the regular season. And then we'll get to the round of 16, and then we're playoff bound. Here's the Bakken Bears roster, start of 3-1 in the Danish league, and came through qualifying with 2 tough wins in the Final Four format. And a win over Mons from Belgium saw Bakken make it here into the regular season. 2 years ago, they tasted regular season action in the Basketball Champions League, had a 1-13 record, but they've put together a roster that they believe will be far more competitive in this 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League. And what a baptism of fire for Bakken as they come here to Tenerife, the first winners of the Basketball Champions League, quarter-finalists in the Final 8 competition in Athens, have been runners-up, have always made the playoffs, and a roster that has quality from 1 to 12, has made a perfect 5-0 start in the Liga Endesa in Spain, the best start ever for Tenerife in the ACB in Spain.
Good evening and welcome to the Basketball Champions League. This game is sponsored by...
So, Bakken will be introduced. We've had a 3-1 start to this 2020-21 season. They have had a loss, though. They lost on the road at Randers, the only unbeaten team in Denmark at the moment in the qualifiers. They comfortably beat Hapoel Tel Aviv by 20, and then a strong performance over Mons from Belgium, 86-71. Saw them make it to the regular season. One of the dominant forces in Danish basketball. Have either won or been runners-up in the Danish Championship since 1997, 12 times champions. But the next step for them, obviously, is to make a noise on the European stage. Put a good roster together. A lot of experience, a lot of people who can literally know how to score. Like a Diouf, who played in the Spanish league. It's 5 years ago now, but had a really good qualifying campaign. 16 points, 13 rebounds, at an efficiency rating of over 28 as Bakken came through those 2 qualifying games. So Tenerife, the last time you saw them in Basketball Champions League action was that disappointment loss to Zaragoza in the quarterfinal in the Final 8. Giorgi Shamadini and his partnership with Marcelino Huertas has been the basis for the recent success of this program and one of the key factors in the 5-0 start in the ACB. Spencer Butterfield makes a Basketball Champions League debut for Tenerife after moving from France and Nanterre last season. Gives a little bit more expansive offense for Tenerife, especially in the half court. But the core of this team has been together for a number of years, Tenerife. And the current Intercontinental champions won that title just prior to the worldwide lockdown here in Tenerife. Here are the three officials: the crew chief Johan Losso from France, Georges Porsandis and Wojciech Liszka from Greece and Poland will take charge of game day one. The first game of this fifth edition of the Basketball Champions League. At the same time, Dijon will kick things off in their group of the two games that take place this evening. Here's the starting lineup. Benkosi will have to control tempo, and he will have to be very productive at the point. Diouf has got to bring some of those scoring numbers from the qualifiers on the inside. It's an active lineup. It's going to give up some size, but coach Stefan Vik has, I think he feels he's got a lineup that's going to create some waves in this group. It's quick, it's active, it knows how to score. And the trouble is, tonight they're going to go against a team that really does know how to control tempo. Shemadini on the inside. Alex Lopez will start at the point. Kavanagh and Dornekamp up the front in the front line with Shemadini. Is a big front line for Tenerife. And Bruno Fittipaldo at the two guard spot. And a trend that Coach Vidialeta appears to be following this year is to lose Marcelino Huertas off the bench at the start of the game. His minutes haven't dipped. And as Vidialeta knows, it's about the combination, it's about the product over 40 minutes. And here is Marcelino Huertas. Some would say in the twilight of his career, but he shows no signs of slowing up at all. Tyler Ongwae had a 13.8 rebound haul in the two qualifying games that got back in here. Georgi Shemadini in the ACB at the moment, 18 points, 5 rebounds. And that's a solid start in, well, I would say beyond doubt, the most competitive domestic league there is in Europe, top to bottom on any given night. Any team in that league can upset any other team, where reputations count for zero. So Bakken, these 14 groups are a little precarious for the favored teams. You know, in the format of previous years with 8 teams, you could afford a night off if you want. You could afford perhaps to absorb an upset. But in a 14 group, every game is going to count. Every game has meaning. And with such a competitive 14 group as this, with Sazari, who won their regular season group in the Basketball Champions League last year, and Galatasaray coming out of the Turkish league, one of the powerhouses of European basketball. And don't forget, Bakken have been semi-finalists in the FIBA Europe Cup, quarter-finalists in the 2-year gap that they've had since last playing in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. So this club knows how to get it done in Europe. As always, that debate is if your domestic league is less than competitive every week, is that a negative or a positive? Well, when you're experienced like Bakken Bears are, you should know how to manage that situation. So they come here on the back of a 60-point regular season win in the last round of games in Denmark. So no one comes here tired. That game was on Friday as well. They had the extra day. Whereas you get no favors in the ACB. Tough game. 4-point win for Tenerife at the weekend. So on paper, this should be a regular Basketball Champions League regular season win at home for Tenerife. Bakken Bears should feel no pressure here. No expectation of the win on the road. The pressure is on the home team to get the job done at home here, because in these small groups, a slip up at home could be a catastrophe in terms of qualification. So early in the season, 5 regular season games for Tenerife, 4 for Bakken. They both had 2 games in, well, Bakken had 2 qualifiers, Tenerife had the 1 loss in Athens, so it's still early season. This is when upsets happen. Well, we're underway. The 5th edition of the Basketball Champions League here in Tenerife, and Bakken will have the first possession in the half court. Tempo is going to be so important for them. Jukic moves it on. Jukic puts it on the floor with the left hand, gets to the glass. Tough move. Oh, a lot of clock control, time management. And up the floor to try and again shorten the game. Try and get Tenerife in a half court. Shamadini gets a touch early. It's going baseline, easy 2. So much of an advantage. I can't see Bakken being able to play one-on-one down low. Cozy will retain possession. Jukic looks down low, ball reversal. They hit the second side. Cozy on the closeout with the extra. The open 3 is long. And Tenerife will control the basketball. For the powder, puts it on the floor, and will open it out. Comes back and looks underneath. Shamadini trying to create an angle for the pass. He's gonna. It's a great job by Dioff in the post to the front. Gonna have to put it up for the powder with the last second 3. And Dornicamp can't secure the rebound. Dioff did a great job on Shamadini. Fronted the post, forced him higher than he'd like to be. No deep catch. Cozy outside. Dioff shows the screen. Cozy, nice kick, extra pass. Evans pulls up the long 2 is good. Ryan Evans with the soft touch. Dornicamp will kick. Extra pass again for the powder on the closeout. Far side of the ring for 2. And Fittipaldo attack the closeout, gets the 2. Jukic is fouled on the penetration, and Bakken have set the stall out here. They're going to try and shorten this game. Spend a lot of time with the basketball. Look to try and get the high percentage number. Jukic with the penetration. Dornicamp's going to struggle with his foot speed on that matchup. Pleasing start for Bakken on the road. They've set the tempo of the game. Evans again rolls out. Little hesitation, spins to the middle, drops it inside. Nice pass, and Jukic throws it down. And Bakken are sending Tenerife to sleep. Early 3 going down the other way is long. Great rebound on the glass. Carbono really went to work in broken play. Jukic will take the ball screen. Dioff high on the 3-point line with a screen. Needs a pass. Dioff feet set for 3 is way off. Ball's hunted down. Fittipaldo has it. He'll push. Oh, Shamadini catches too deep. Cozy's got to get a little tighter, so he can't roll that deep. Penetration kick again. Diouf likes that standstill three, and that's why. A lot of time, space, and gives Bears the 1-point lead. He's so long, Diouf. He spends a lot of time around the three-point line with the ball screen and the pick and pop. Shemadini catching low. One-on-one is just no answer. Shemadini goes to the far side of the ring for two. Diouf again shows the handoff, puts it on the floor, steps back for three. Oh! Has Shemadini on the three-point line, creates the space, and back-to-back threes for Michael Diouf. Shemadini on the roll, that's got to let him establish turnover. Diouf just about comes up with it. Gonna have to get it over, and they do. Cousy transition, ball's knocked away, but the foul is called. Diouf on the three-point line, steps back, 3 from 3. Well, if people were worried about were those numbers authentic? 16 points, 13 rebounds in the qualifiers as Shemadini makes hay while the sun shines on the inside. Darko Djukic picks up the personal. Cozy sits down. Deshaun Stevens. Much traveled, very experienced Deshaun Stevens, 31 now. Well, I suppose when you're starting to feed each other out, as Tenerife showed a 2-2-1 trap. Djukic. Gets the two high screens. And a reposition on Diouf, who picks and pops. Gonna have to put up a tough one. Way outside, doesn't get anything. And Bears will get the 24 seconds violation. This is definitely not the way Tenerife likes to play its basketball here. A 15-13 margin, 4:30 to go. Lopez with a skip. Shemadini going up against Stevens now, who bumps him off the post a little bit. Shemadini with a handoff, drops it inside, gets away with a little wander. Great work on the glass. The two is no good, but the follow is. Rodriguez with the putback. And we're tied at 15. Oh, they waited and waited and waited. Inside, can't get the two to go. And QJ Peterson. This will be an interesting rotation for Tenerife as Shilimovic, the Bosnian, steps in. You give up 2.17 meters and then replace it with 2.4 meters. So it's very much like for like now on the inside. Peterson is just a scorer. 26-year-old American. And Bakken will get that. Oh, nice job on the transition, on the beat of the press, straight down the gut. And Diouf above the ring adds to his ever-increasing number of points. Another steal, and Bakken are loving this. And the foul going to the hoop, and that'll be 2 throws. And McRae. See, in the past, Bakken, in their previous time in the Basketball Champions League, had very little depth. This team has bodies coming off the bench who can score. There's Diouf on the end of the break with the alley-oop. Sergio Rodriguez picks up the personal. Just over 3 minutes to go in quarter one. McRae misses the first. Another player on the floor that moved out of the Pro A in France. Was it Graveline? And goes 0 for 2 and was across the line far too early. And things not going the way Tenerife would want. So what do? You call for Marcelino Huertas, who steps into the game with 3:16 to go. Rodriguez will inbound. Huertas doesn't get, now he does. Again, the half-court trap just takes time out of the clock. Fittipaldo. Huertas looks at the options inside. Novic on the inside for 2 is no good. And there's the first example of the difference with Shermadini not on the floor. Peterson gets chased in the trap. Nice find. The open 3 is short. Chance to run here for Tenerife. Huertas. But Bakken's defensive transition is literally perfect. Extra pass to hit the second side. Hammer on the block, inside, outside, blocked. They have to take blocked again. And Bakken's defense comes up with another stop. Long 3 in transition is good. Peterson knows one way to play. He's never shy of putting it up. Halfway to Town Tenerife means that Coach Figueroa takes the timeout. And Tenerife with a few questions to answer early on game day 1 of the Basketball Champions League.
That's going to be our game right now. Rebound.
Hey, okay, yeah. 2 minutes left. Let's finish the first quarter good. Okay? Team foul.
The best 3-point shooters. Peterson and Kutsi. Venga, tenemos ventaja contra los cambios con Fran. La misma situación que teníamos antes. 22 puntos encajados, es una barbaridad. Sergio, no tienes que darle el primer pase de contraataque a nadie. Tienes tiempo de eso.
Well, Diouf already into double digits, 3 from 3 in a row from beyond the 3-point line. Underline that start with the alley-oop. 11 points personal. So the 1-2-1-1 trap And they get it straight to the gut. 3-on-2 on the end of it. They turn that down, Tenerife. Now Huertas will get them into the half court. Well, they rolled and were deep. They turned down the option to go inside. Guerrero was open. Now he gets a touch. Nice pass to the inside for two. And Silahanovic gets two on the nice little cut. Chance to run the other way. Fittipaldo has it. 4-on-2 break. Getting back and doing a great job getting back. Franguella goes to the baseline, looks inside, going to go to the middle, steps through, and the foul is on the floor as he made possibly 1-2, moved too many. Dwayne Guerrero at 2'14" is a big old body underneath. Steven picks up his first foul. Rodriguez will reverse it. Huertas on the handoff. Looks to turn the corner. Guerrero at the high post, gets his hand up again, dives. Huertas steps in, now one. And QJ Peterson joins the long list of guards who get suckered into this one. Leave the floor, Huertas will step into the space. This time gets to two and has one to come. Peterson just attacks it. Guerrero fouls and fouls poorly. Huertas got completely taken out with a screen. No communication at all on that. And then Guerrero gets exposed with Peterson. And Peterson will find himself on the free throw line. Wide open, knocks down, coming out of the press. And Butterfield announces himself to Tenerife. Peterson stops, pops the three as long. Thomas is on the glass, that's a great rebound. Flying Guerrero didn't close the space down, didn't box out, so it became just a athletic competition. There's only going to be one winner then, as Deshaun Stevens does a great job. It's rebounded for a long way, but you see Guerrero just doesn't box out. Gets too far underneath. Stevens has the position. And Guerrero trying to recover. Fouls him. Stevens misses the first. Got to box out. You know, it's one of those fundamentals of the game. Stevens goes 1 for 2. Last 40 seconds of what's been an intriguing first quarter. Huertas. Still Huertas on the dribble, moves it on. Rodriguez is knocked away. And Bakken should surely hold for the last shot here. There's literally a second differential between game and possession. Have a chance to go in here. 5 up. A very productive first quarter. Peterson breaks it down the lane for the 2 is no good. Huertas with a prayer from his own half is no good. And Bakken Bears after a 2-year absence from the regular season of the Basketball Champions League, announced their intent. They had the lead at the end of the first quarter, 25-23 on the road, and they had the lead on the back of some very nice field goal percentages. 80% from 2, 44% from 3. 1 from 6 is not the best number you'll ever see Tenerife shoot, but they will not stop shooting it. Well, that was a great start by Bakken Bears. All about ball control and all about getting the options they wanted. The one thorn in the side, you've got to say, has been their inability to guard the inside. They've done a good job down the offensive end of moving away from the basketball, getting high percentage numbers. But on the inside, they've struggled. On the glass, Kavanagh gets the offensive rebound, and Shemadini, when he gets it that deep, is pretty unstoppable. So while Bakken will be very, very happy, especially with Diop's 11-point haul, 3 threes in a row, they've got to come up with an answer, or the answer may well be, we'll let Shemadini get the 2, and Diop will go down the other end and shoot the 3. If they're going to try and outscore Tenerife on a low number of field goal attempts, that's a tough ask against one of the most efficient teams in the Basketball Champions League. So start of quarter 2. Aaron Thornykamp will inbound for Tenerife, who must know now, if they didn't know before, that this Group A is going to be a dogfight. But it's high-low, foul on the play, help was late. And that's exactly the problem we're talking about during the break between 1 and 2. Shemadini back in the game is just a real handful. Shulhamovic turns it over. So Bakken will have a chance to build on the 2-point lead. Oh, Peterson straight down the lane, he's fouled. Interesting to see who they make the call on. I would expect it to be, it's not the block. I don't think it's the block. I think it's the, see, there's the foul. It's not the fact that the shot was blocked, but Hanovic was late stepping in, so it's a blocking foul. But when Peterson has it, he's normally thinking one thing: can I score? Can I get a good shot away? And so far, the answer has regularly been yes. Two from the line. And the Bakken Bears wagon rolls on here at the moment. And this little trap, it's not the steals, it's the fact that it takes Tenerife out of their rhythm. Great hands, super defensive effort, but Tenerife never got into anything they wanted to run. They don't get the 2 going the other way. Tenerife off to the races. Throwdown time. Shulhamanovic finishes the break. Peterson has it. Turnover. on the runway. Sulejmanovic, back-to-back transition points, and this one is a highlight. Super breakaway. And the problem for Bakken Bears is clear. Great job. Let's take a listen to the timeout.
No problem here, okay? We got to keep moving the ball. We got to go Russia here. Okay? You got it on the wing, Russia. Remember to bust out. Bust out on the wing, okay? Be careful from wing to other big, okay?
What do we? Oh, Russia.
Okay?
Well, there's the other.
Still in 9-1-1, okay?
There's the other issue that Bakken have. 20 points in the paint for Tenerife. It'd be interesting to see what adjustments or what different emphasis they try to come up with. Unless, as I say, unless they believe that they're going to have to absorb some points somewhere, and they'd rather absorb them on the inside. So pretty calming timeout for Coach Veek as he it's almost a shuffle type set. 5 seconds on the possession. Cozy takes the long three, way long. Didn't really get a lot of action. Only got the ball to get to a second side. Nice pass to the inside. Reverse layup is good. And Shemadini just demonstrates exactly why he's one of the most effective big men in the Basketball Champions League. Diouf, they rotate away. Well, he misses the three that time. And Tenerife are getting a lot of momentum here at the start of two. Dornicamp for three is no good. Defensive rebound, chance to run here for Bakken. They have numbers. Whistle on the play as Evans goes down the middle. That's just not a great matchup. Sulejmanovic picks up the personal. No need to panic here for Bakken. They found a really effective way of playing this. Open for three is Thomas. And all of a sudden, there's a lid on the hoop. Huertas, nice little, the open three. Dornicamp is short. Chance to run here. And poor pass, but Huertas read it. Jukic gets it off. Cozy puts it on the floor. Evans, the open three is long. And they came up empty when their defense really should have been rewarded. Huertas walks it into the half court. Takes the Shemadini screen, and then he floats one for two. And how many times when Tenerife have been taken out of their rhythm does Huertas come into the game and just steady the ship? Buckets, far side of the ring for two is no good. And again, the men in yellow on the run. Butterfield stops, fires up the three. Is sweet in transition as Spencer Butterfield gets his second three of the night. Two from beyond the arc. And there's a lid on the basket. Thomas puts it on the floor, gets to the middle, drops it inside. Diouf far side of the ring for two. Smart decision by Thomas and Diouf. That stops the bleeding as Bakken tick it over. Butterfield drops it inside out. Simanovic for three is good. And he is in some rhythm at the moment. All of a sudden, Tenerife by 8. Cozy baseline, kicks. Evans to the corner. Diouf lifts, attacks the closeout. Little floater for 2 is no good. He's on the glass, though. And the ball will belong to Tenerife. And Tenerife have just picked the defense up. Direct comparison to the first quarter when they looked at Diouf stroke the 3. Chase him off the 3-point line, make him play off the dribble. Kavanagh checks back in. Most importantly, Marcelino Huertas still on the floor. Oh, great hands again. 3-on-2 break. Again, the defensive transition is excellent. Cozy has it. We'll back it out. He's going to have to go at Shemadini to the corner for 3 is short. Great rebound by Evans. Tremendous rebound. The 3 going back the other way is good. And Ongway opens his own account. And Bears will cut it to a 5-point lead. Whistle on the players. Huertas draws more contact. Well, Diouf was late. Had his head turned. Foul called on the floor. So Huertas will inbound from the sideline. Butterfield comes off the screen. We'll get the handoff. Shemadini, pass to the wing. The open long 2 is no good. And the ball will belong to Bakken. Butterfield definitely puts in a shift. Working on the glass, wanting to make contributions, and that'll be a foul by Huertas. That'll be the 3rd team foul for Tenerife. Smelt the chance for the steal. Just gave up a foul. Jose gets Bakken Bears to the half court. Evans moves it on. Evans, baseline opens up. Has to kick it. Away with the long 2 is no good. Diouf's on the glass. Evans comes up with it. Great work by Bakken. Diouf needs a pass, finds one. Separates from the screen, fills a double team. Outside, 3 on the clock. Diouf's gonna have to put this up. Takes the tough one on the run. And will foul, trying to get the rebound. Taylor Ongway picks up the 2nd personal. The good thing for Bakken Bears is they appear to have stopped the bleeding. The tempo of the game is back under control. Points have dried up. But they have, as I say, stopped the bleeding. Shemadini, still the thorn in their side on the inside. Huertas turns the corner. Butterfield in the corner for 3. And Butterfield is perfect from the 3-point line. Straight back at you the other way. Evans with the reverse layup for 2. You've got to think that if you're going to take one of the big names, opening night is the best time to do it. Kavanagh spins in the lane, throws it away, and they're going to give that back to Tenerife. Shemadini will sit. It's a different Tenerife. without Shemadini on the floor. That's an obvious thing to say, but it really does change the whole balance of how they're running their offenses in particular. Nice wraparound, extra pass to the corner. The three is gone. And Dornicamp, with no time left on the possession, makes it a 9-point Tenerife lead. And without Shemadini, puts a lot of pressure on the three-point shot. Cozy backs out. The off slips, they skip it. Donaway mishandles. Huertas, too many numbers, doesn't like the math. Goes inside, that's a tough pass. And Kavanagh does a great job holding his space. And line possession. And they've turned it over. Well, after a 25-point first quarter. The offense has dried up here for Bakken. Only 9 points so far. But 2:27 to go in the half. Just get this back to a manageable number and they will feel as though they are right on in this one on the road. Gameday 1, Basketball Champions League. Drops it to the high post. Diouf will try and extend. He hits the second side. Peterson. This is going to go up. He's going to think about it. Moves it on. Move to the lane. And they got it all the way down to the bottom of the shot clock and just missed the layup. Huertas off the screen. That's going to be offensive. Well, those of you that watched the Final 8 from Athens when Burgos were crowned Basketball Champions League champions for 2020, referees have clearly been told to clean up the action on the screen. And there was too much movement on that pick, so the offensive foul is called. And they've called the technical, I think. Minovic picks up the technical. His third foul. Well, Tenerife were in that Final 8, so there should be no confusion about the way that ball screen is being called. Evans on the turnaround, doesn't get the two to go. Fittipaldo with Huertas sitting out. Will get the handoff. Nice to the inside. Aguera on the runway throws it down for two, and Tenerife, double-digit lead, biggest lead of the game, have the 45-35 advantage on the back of the Guerrera dunk. Evans has it, puts it on the floor. Diouf. Again, deep on the shot clock. Peterson with the lean away, fade away. Three is no good. Guerra needs someone to give it to. Finds Fittipaldo. Nice pass. Kavanagh couldn't get the two to go. Important last 2-3 possessions here, because Bakken were very good in that first quarter. They've offensively struggled in quarter 2, but if they can just finish this quarter on a positive, they'll be in the locker room, single digits down, very happy. Evans with a tough 2. That's not the shot they needed. And Tenerife have just stepped the defense up in this second quarter. It's an 8-second differential between game clock and possession. Fittipaldo down the middle and kick. Kavanagh for 3 is good. Well, they desperately need to score on this last possession. Has to go. It's long. And Tenerife have stepped it up in quarter 2. Have kept Bakken Bears to 10 points in that quarter. And the 2017 Basketball Champions League champions, runners-up in 2019. Going at the half, 48-35. That's a 25-10 quarter for Tenerife. And they've opened up the 13-point lead over Bakken Bears. From shooting over 40% in that first quarter, 29% from the 3. They're at 60% from the 2, down to 40. They're absolutely dominated by Tenerife on the glass, 20-11. Shemadini with 11, Diouf with 13, only added 2 points to that first quarter total. Butterfield was tremendous coming off the bench for Tenerife. So we're going to leave you, going to take a break here at the half. And while you're thinking about getting a drink, you can revisit how Bakken started so well, led at the end of the first quarter. But the inside issue was there in the first quarter. And they still haven't found an answer to Shemadini, to Kavanagh, to Guerra. In fact, anyone with a yellow uniform in the keyway has to step on Bakken for the whole of that first half. Diouf was great in the first quarter, but this is the problem. Down low, too much, too big, too everything. Bakken have to be in that locker room coming up with an answer to the dominance of Tenerife on the inside. The second half came, Butterfield joined the game, and all of a sudden the team that was struggling from the three-point line got momentum from its defense. Simanovic, and still Shemadini was unstoppable on the inside. And while Marcelino Huertas has got a yellow uniform on, Tenerife always have the opportunity. Butterfield has been a revelation for Tenerife. So the most successful team in Basketball Champions League history just re-established normal service in that second quarter. They lead it at the end of the half, 48-35. On the back of a 25-10 second quarter. They are in control. Diouf with 13 at the half from both the three-point line and on the inside has been the most consistent, but Only 2 points in that second quarter. They chased him off the three-point line and did a much better job in quarter two. But the one-time Burgos player is going to have a phenomenal second half. And where he's going to have it is at the defensive end, because otherwise this man, Giorgi Shamatini, is going to have another Basketball Champions League night. Hasn't missed from the field. 11 points. This is just too easy for someone of Shamatini's size and quality. The catch is too easy. No help on the move. And Shamatini, as we said during that first half, making hay where the sun shines. So at the half, 13-point advantage for Tenerife. We'll see you soon.
To take the lead. Price steps back, count it, and they take the lead.
Straight into his hands. Didn't even have to move a muscle to catch that.
Oh boy, what a swat from Jordan Sacco. And look at the steal from behind, and it leads to a break for Rabasena. Lindbergh can keep this thing manageable. Here we go again, and the dunk. And that's going to fire him up. Boy, he has got some elevation, doesn't he, folks? Look at this. What have they got? 3 genuine threats from the perimeter out there right now, including Benite. He's feeling it, and he is putting it in the basket. Brasino. And you see moves like that, and you just realize how much potential he's got. Down low he goes, and the basket is good from Rokabopoulos. Beautiful bounce pass.
Oh, super fast. 3 defenders, he just put it there.
And McFadden is going to get a chance for a 3-point play. Backs up Saline. Some help from Bogres, and he gets it to the big, thunderous Lenison for the dunk. Boy, how about that for some authority? Langford spins, puts it up from the arc, it's good. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, I guess he's pulling for Ike.
Recordarles una vez más las recomendaciones de cumplimiento obligatorio. Recordamos a los espectadores que deben permanecer en los asientos fijados para que todos los partidos den un uso obligatorio de la mascarilla. En caso de necesidad de instalación, deben de colocar la mano para que el personal de los jugadores lo traslade hasta la zona de aseo. A la finalización del partido deben permanecer sentados. A la finalización del partido, recordar permanecer sentados hasta que el personal de las instalaciones de instrucciones entre el salón. Muchísimas gracias.
Well, welcome back to the Santiago Martin Arena here in Cristobal in Tenerife. Both teams back out on the floor. And Bakken must have been so positive after the first quarter that but then they ran into Basketball Champions League experience of the highest order with Tenerife. They struggled to get anything going offensively. Tenerife stepped it up, and because they couldn't score, couldn't really get any rhythm going at that end, they couldn't utilize the 2-2-1 or the 1-2-1-1 trap. They used both of those traps, both those shapes throughout that first quarter, but without the score, they obviously couldn't get that trap on the floor. So that took the stranglehold, if you want, off of Tenerife, loosened the reins, and they were starting to run and get options coming straight out of transition. But it's only a 13-point game. So if they can, well, it's almost like they have to maybe change the poison, so we speak. They obviously picked the fact that Shemadini was going to be a tough ask, whoever guarded him. And they allowed Tenerife to get too much productivity out of the inside. Shemadini was excellent, but also people coming off the bench, Galera, Shinomanovic, really did give a real lift to the Tenerife lineup. Dornikamp and Kavanagh started to go to work as well on the glass, so they're going to have to come up with an answer. Because obviously if they carry on doing the same thing, Shemadini will have another great night of Basketball Champions League action.
Let's attack here. Move the ball for each other. Pick and rolls, we gotta attack. Okay? We're in 100. Come on, let's get it. Let's go.
Let's go. Energy. 2 halves.
2, 3, yeah.
¿Vale? Ya, vamos one down la primera, va.
Dale, va.
One down, Defensa y one down.
Start of the third quarter then, Tenerife with the 13-point lead. Bakken have to establish the same type of tempo they had earlier. They missed the first run and layup off the glass as Lurke couldn't get it to drop. Marcelino Huertas into the half court. Shemadini down low. That's just too easy. Too easy, too often. As Tenerife open out the 15-point lead, 6 from 6 from the field for Shemadini. You cannot just keep allowing him to catch deep and play one-on-one. Lurke outside. Cozy gets the ball screen, turns it down. Thomas dives. Great rotation defensively, straight into the transition the other way. Huertas with the early screen. They go pick and roll. There's a lift. Camp goes up with the lob. Shemadini, all 2 meters 17, being guarded by 183. The help came, so he didn't have to foul, although the help's late. Hand off to Huertas. Shemadini dives again. Huertas needs a pass, finds a pass. Shemadini again on the deep catch, goes with the right hand hook. Make that 7 from 7. It's a clinic of how to play on the inside, but he's not having to go over much. McRae takes the tough foul line jump shot. Again, doesn't get it to drop. And Tenerife will get the sideline possession. Marcelino Huertas as Bakken only complete their 6th turnover. Nice drive, inside, outside. The open three is short. Shemadini's on the glass, can't control it. Gets it back up, and one. Giorgi Shemadini going to work in the way that only Giorgi Shemadini can. Great battle on the glass. Goes back up, draws contact, and will go to the free throw line. Still yet to miss a field goal. Michael Doof picks up his first foul, chance to make this a 20-point game, which he does. Cozy tries to turn the corner, down the lane, off the glass for 2 is good. Tough little move, and Tenerife straight back at you at the other end. Huertas just does not let you settle. Butterfield off the stagger screen, gets it back. Huertas deep again, inside, outside. Love it. Doinekamp with the 3, but the ball movement was just exceptional. Cozy, no one else gets a touch. And Thomas goes to work on the glass. Stevens goes to work on the glass, gets the offensive rebound. Well, nothing sums up how this game has changed from the first quarter. Cozy with no one else getting a touch, throws up the poor looking 3. Everybody in the yellow uniform going the other way gets a touch, and Dornicamp with a wide open three. Comes up empty from the free throw line. And Tenerife, as only Tenerife can in Basketball Champions League terms, just turning the screw. Nice find. Dornicamp on the closeout, drops it inside, and Shemadini maintains the 100% from the floor and is straight at it, looking to trap early with Huertas. 9 from 9 from the field. 20 points personal. Shemadini putting on a clinic. Luque in the lane, little floater for 2 is good. Shemadini as they empty aside. Little floater on the run for 2 for Huertas. Sweet little move. They opened out that side, played a little 2-on-2, and Huertas with a beautiful little floater. Luque as Dioflis slips on the perimeter, is long on the 3. Stevens with the offensive rebound. Cozy with a matchup you'd expect him to attack, but he doesn't. Olway did. He gets the 2. Stevens just making sure. Butterfield will hand it off to Huertas, then flares off the screen. 7 on the possession. Shemadini inside out, same play, same result for Dornicamp. Shemadini deep, just kicks it for 3. Holding foul in transition as Dornicamp will pick up the personal. Dornicamp goes to 9 personal. Substitutions coming on the Bakken Bears bench. Evans is back. Peterson is back. Stevens with the above the ring action. Oh, nice out of bounds. And look, he gets the 2. Butterfield doesn't like what he sees, so Huertas will control things for Tenerife in the half court. Shemadini dives again, gets deep before he gets bumped, catches deep again, goes with the left hand, mark it down, 4:48 to go in the third. Shemadini misses his first field goal, but comes back with the block. Shemadini will sit, and Tyler Kavanagh will check in. Shemadini with another great night at the office. Evans will take the ball screen, puts it on the floor and kicks. He thinks about it. Oh, gets the tough runner. Super little finish by Darko Djukic. Back to 20. Butterfield waited and drew Evans into the contact. They're going to call it on the floor. So Wirtas will sit. Fittipaldo checks back in. Jukic picks up the personal. Well, there's the foul. There's the wrap of the arm. That's what the official has to call. If Jukic had done what he described there with a forearm, he wouldn't have fouled. But substitution as Tyler Ongway steps back in. Fittipaldo will get the Kavanagh ball screen. Fires it up for three, is short. Gets it back though, gets into the lane, kicks. Mishandled, Evans is on the floor. But they're gonna lose that one back. There's only 4 seconds on the possession because I don't think they deemed, well no, they've given it a full team. I wouldn't have thought that Evans would have been in control of the ball, but if he kicked it, then it has to be a full team. .340 to go in the third, and Tenerife just managing the game at the moment. Fittipaldo. Butterfield, feet set for three, is long. So he's human as well. Evans and Peterson combine in the backcourt. Little hesitation, Peterson draws contact, gonna count it. Again, he's just got one thing on his mind. Challenges the defense on every single catch. And Fittipaldo struggling to contain him. They just need a run here, Bakken. Make this, get a stop, get it under 15. All of a sudden you start to think about it. Well, no one put it on the floor. Kavanagh goes up and gets the two. Pass the ball through the zone trap. Find the open man, get it deep, finish the play. Peterson puts it on the deck, gets off the glass, tries to wrap the pass around. Ball's recovered though. Peterson takes it, no pass this time, just going up the two. That gets it to 17 and counting. Need to stop now though. 15 points personal for Peterson. Oh, they go lob to the inside for the easy two. Kavanagh with the two. Pass was far too easy. Kavanagh goes to 9 personal. And that front line is just dominant. Diouf. It's a little rough treatment. Ongway. Diouf gets a low block catch, goes to the middle. Fade away for two is no good. Defensive rebound ends up with Butterfield. Jukic picks up the personal as Fittipaldo turned the corner. Good decision as Jukic got off balance. Gave him the front leg to attack. Oh, Coach Vidioletta very happy with something. Probably Butterfield's performance, because Butterfield was exceptional. Gets it back to 20. Bears in the half court. They go upstairs. Great rotation defensively. Fittipaldo looks to push. Doesn't like the maths. Pulls it out. Guerra again hazarded down low. Tries to go to work. Gets to the middle. Goes back to the right hand. Gets the roll. And more inside dominance for Tenerife. Absolute education for Bakken Bears. Kids penetrates Dioff with the extra pass. It's all a little slow, but Onwai takes the three, short. And Fittipaldo, as we tick towards the last minute of the third quarter, looks to build on the 23-point lead. So whistle away from the ball. Cabinet increases the margin to 24 points with just under a minute to go in the third. Stevens has it outside, looks to hand off. Jurkits, almost a turnover, just about gets it to Peterson. Jurkits puts it on the floor, under 10 on the possession. Steps back for three, is way short. That'll be a Tenerife basketball. Chance to run 4-on-2 here. Stop, fires up the three, is long. Great work by Guerra. Guerra earns it. Puts it on the floor, goes to work down low. Inside, outside. Wow, that'd have been a tough pass to handle as Rodriguez tries to drop the bounce pass. Peterson with the long three. Gives Tenerife a chance here. Beautiful pass, super layup, super transition. Kavanagh is the recipient of the pass. But Tenerife in full flow in the third quarter. Open up the margin to 26 points and lead this 76-50. And Bakken Bears, welcome to the Basketball Champions League regular season. This is what you're going to have. This level is what you're going to have to get used to. Only 23% now from three for Bears as Tenerife mount on the pressure.
Defense first.
Wow, Giorgi Sciamartini and the whole of the front line for Tenerife are just dominant. Sciamartini on the glass, offensively everywhere. There was 4:40 to go in the third before he missed a shot. And that inside dominance, that front line dominance is the foundation that Tenerife have built this lead on. So possession by possession is the only answer for Bakken. Don't forget, with these 14 groups, points difference could become crucial. Head-to-heads could become crucial in deciding who makes the round of 16. Guerrero goes to the inside, he's blocked. So all is not lost for Bakken, not necessarily tonight, but going forward in this group. Evans almost turns it over. Ngwai goes back to Evans, who puts it on the floor, spins in the lane, creates a little separation. Will have to earn it from the free throw line. Second is good. Again, this gives them a chance to go up the floor with the zone trap. Fittipaldo reads it, but it takes time off the clock, but it's not going to be the answer. But it might be the answer in terms of how they're going to have to work this going forward. Great work defensively. Nice pass for the easy two, and points off the defense for Bakken, as Peterson adds to his total. 17 out of 54. Unselfish play by Evans. Oh, watch out. Guerrero just flared off the high post, then back cut hard. Nice timing on the pass by Fittipaldo. And that's another bounce call. Again for two. Will find himself on the free throw line for the extra. It looks a little men and boy time at the moment as Tenerife to build on what has been a great performance in the second and third quarter. Stevens threw that one down hard in transition. Donicamp is long with a three. Ball's knocked away. Donicamp keeps it alive. Fittipaldo has it. Decides he wants to use the screen. Donicamp in the blocks, goes down low. Nice little bounce pass. Guerrero lines up the three, is long. Donicamp on the glass, great job, but the ball's hunted down. Why has it? Goes upstairs. And it's back-to-back highlights for Deshaun Stevens. 7 points personal for the Bakken center. Nice find, Kavanagh with the extra pass. Steps in for the long two, is good. Angelo Lopez picks up his first two of the night. Peterson breaks it down the middle, goes strong for the little finger roll for two. Fittipaldo picks up the personal. .82-60 with just under 7 to go. Where is the release out of bounds. Huertas checks back in. Nice curl. Lopez, nice find to Kavanagh, gets the 2. Again, all 5 men in yellow shirts touched the basketball. Peterson stops, pops the 2, is good. .21 points personal for Peterson. Well, that's too easy now. We're in that stage of the game where they're trading hoops. Back to a 20-point game as Evans gets the 2. And I can't reiterate enough that these groups are going to be tight. These 4-team groups really going to be tight. I'm sure that's what Coach Fidieretta has on his mind here. If he can get a big win, that's what he wants.
Quedan 5 segundos, no hay razón para perder el bote. Y lo que no hay razón es para permitir 14 puntos en 2 minutos. 14 points in 2 minutes. Y vamos 76-50 hace un momento. They score and 8-14 in a row, okay? It's a question of defense. We have 1 foul. Trying to stop the ball. We need to defend sometimes, even giving 1 foul, okay? Tenemos salida presa ahora, ¿vale? Salida presa ahora. Y luego va Gio por Fran, va Gio por Fran.
Well, you heard Coach Fidieretta all about defense, giving up 14 points at the start of this 4th quarter. If they carried on like this, they would get right back in it, Bakken, but I think Coach is just making the point, just reminding them they've got a job to do here in the last 6 minutes. Huertas. Get Lopez off the screen, goes back to Huertas. Great little action. And Shemadini is the man catching it deep again. Far side of the ring, little pass down low. Stevens goes up, right hand hook is good. Shemadini back to the left hand, can't get it to go. And Bakken on the wrong end of a 20-point margin. Peterson, nice first step in the lane, floater for 2 is no good. Battling for it is Evans, he can't get it to go. And Huertas says, seen enough of that, let's get into the half court. Shemadini on a reposition. High-low action, and Shemadini wants the foul. I don't think he's going to get any love from the official. Again, the ball movement for Tenerife is exceptional. Sweet little out of bounds. Lopez gets the 2. Peterson nails the 3 off the high screen. And Shemadini again is just such a tough ask. Action on the pick and roll just creates the advantage, and Huertas just finds his big man, he just rolls down the lane. Again, no help from the weak side for Bakken. Just over 4 to go. And Tenerife lead this 90-69. 24 points, 7 rebounds for Shemadini. Kavanagh. It's a nice pickup for Tenerife, late on the rotation, but suits the style here. Peterson, nice wrap round pass. Evans goes up in traffic for 2, doesn't get the roll. Ball comes down to Huertas, who just instinctively knows where to go. Just over 3.5 to go. 21-point game here for. Nice pass. Shemadini staying with this. Comes back up. That goes up. They'll have to earn them on the free throw line. But what a pass. Huertas just got it to where it needed to get to. Blink of an eye pass. Well, the crowd may be very sparse, but trying to make some noise in the gym here as Shemadini goes 2 for 2 and will sit. Peterson turns down the screen, fires up the long 3, is short. And Diop comes up with another positive stat. Peterson gets it off the ball reversal. Will recycle and just slips. Huertas down the floor, easy 2. Unfortunate slip as Huertas gets out on the break for 2. Timeout. So then Huertas looks like he might be done for the night.
He's going to lift up here. Misha's going to run up, pick and roll. Eric, you start here. You're going to go all the way up here and shoot it. Evans is going to go here, okay?
Who I got to roll with, Mish?
Yeah.
Coach, they're switching every time.
It doesn't matter. You keep going, okay? But we need to move the ball.
Hey.
Shoot.
Okay.
Move the ball. Eric's open. Shoot, okay?
Yeah.
Get involved. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Still huge advantage on the glass for Tenerife. .25 margin as Peterson advances the basketball, whistle away from the ball. And that's not what Bakken will need. The offensive foul called. And that just means Tenerife are coming right back at you. Djurkic with the offensive foul. Butterfield fills the double team. Got to be an open man. Nice ball movement again by Tenerife. Tough move to the middle. super move. Guerrero shows a little handle, gets to the middle with the left hand. There's the contact. He'll be disappointed he didn't finish the play. And even more disappointed as he misses the front end of his two-shot foul. Peterson pick and pop action. Oh, that's a poor timing, poor pass. Great hustle to recover the ball. I think Butterfield took a rather painful blow as he tried to step in to help on the play. Let's take a look. Oh, there you go. I think it was every bit as painful as it looked. And Butterfield stumbles off. Pleasing, really pleasing performance by him. Not getting any love at all from his teammate, much to their mirth. Understandable. 69 Bakken Bears trail, 95-69 with 2:14 to go. Opeth down the middle. That's a nice kick. Wide open for three is long. Zvanovic can't get it to drop. Oh, great follow on the glass. Tremendous work by Jukic. Inside out, extra pass. They think about the three. Now they'll put it up. It's long defensive rebound. Jukic comes down with it. Whistle on the play. And that's rewarded for persistence, Jukic. Stevens will check back in. Danilo Brunovic checks in for his first action. Shimanovic again finds himself flashing down the middle. Mobile big man that is normally very good from the free throw line, which is absolutely the cue to miss. That's a 23-point margin. Mid-range from Stevens is no good. Guerrero can't control, but the ball will belong to Tenerife. So the last action of what's been a positive night for both teams in many ways. puts it on the floor, gets to the middle. Is fouled, will go to the free throw line. Cabrera, Alberto Cabrera. Well, you feel like he's young, but he's already 22 years old. Gets to the middle, loses the hand a little bit, forces the tough-looking shot. Dominant performance by Tenerife after that really tough first quarter. 2 from 2 from the line. Oh, little back cut. Jiggins goes up with a tough one at the end, gets it to drop. They're going to wipe it off. And Coach Iberostar and his Tenerife lineup start the 2020-2021 Basketball Champions League season, the 5th year of Basketball Champions League action, with an impressive, very impressive opening night win. Send the message out that Tenerife are here again in the Basketball Champions League. 98-73, they get the win. And Bakken pushed them early in that first quarter, led at the end of the first quarter, and showed enough that in a very tough group, they could be a decisive on those teams that really has a real impact on the decision on who makes it to the top 2. Statistically, 79% from 2-point range. They just could not cope with Tenerife on the inside from the opening tip to the closing tip. Shemadini with 26 points. Peterson was superb. The off pointless in the second half, but showed that he is a valuable cog in the Bakken Bears' wheel. So the few fans that are in the gym salute another Tenerife win in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Shemadini was just relentless the whole night. But that period in the third quarter, again, there were times when Bakken found ways to score and consistently score, but they just really struggled on the inside. Their rotations were slow and late, and even when they forced the ball to the outside, it was to an open man who just knocked down the open shot. Wow, it was this dominance by Tenerife. But I've got to say that Bakken showed enough at times, especially at home, where they could get wins, and any win for Bakken not only is good for them, but could have a huge say in the direction of the 2 qualification places in this Group A. Peterson enhanced his reputation another 20-plus points. But they just could not get enough stops. Wow, tremendous performance by Tenerife. They get their campaign off to a winning start. From Tenerife on opening night, it's good. Bye for now.